Where will this former five-star end up? Now, look, I've had the pleasure of watching, obviously, Prentiss Air Noland in his high school days when he won the state championship in 2022, obviously, with Langston Hughes, right? He's been a great player, all that good stuff, right? Now, remember, he went to, obviously, Ohio State coming out of, obviously, high school, right? That was where he went, played a year there, didn't really have a lot of playing. So he hits the transfer portal. He goes to South Carolina. We knew he likely wasn't going to start. Probably was going there for the development. Obviously, a lot of things happened there. They fired Mike Shula. They fired the offensive line coach. Obviously, Shula was the offensive coordinator. And then obviously Lenore Sellers re-upped. So he's going to obviously be in there. And then we know Air Noland kind of went to QB3. They obviously used their veteran as QB2. So obviously this makes a lot of sense, him deciding to leave and go somewhere else. Now, where will he end up? I don't know. This one is kind of tough because it's like for Air Noland, he's went to the high Power 4 programs, the well-known programs in the country. He's been to the Ohio States. He's been to South Carolinas. But he needs to put himself in a position where he can go start. Whether that is in a QB competition competing for a spot or that's just a flat-out starter. Now, what does that look like? There's so many guys in the portal at the quarterback spot. That I'm not entirely sure because you have places like, first one that comes to mind, maybe Baylor. See if they're interested. That's going to be a program looking to replace their quarterback in Sawyer Robertson, who was a senior this past year. But a lot of teams are replacing quarterbacks, right? He just needs to go to a place that believes in him and that can put him obviously out on the forefront where he can go play and play at a high level. But it's going to be tough for Aaron Noland. Not saying he can't ball, he can't play, but there's so many guys in there. Sam Leavitt, Rocco Beck, DJ Lagway, Brandon Sorsby. You have Dylan Rayola. It's at least probably like 9 or 10 good quarterbacks in the portal. Aiden Childs, Kenny Mitchie. So it's like, where does he go in being able to obviously play at a high level and play, next season? It's going to be interesting to say the least, man. You have some spots. Nebraska could be a landing spot for him. They obviously moved on from their quarterback. Obviously I heard they mutually agreed to part ways in Dylan Rayola. We'll see. Arizona State could be an option as well. Some of the teams, I guess, that their starting quarterbacks are moving on could be options for Prentiss Air Noland. But it comes down to who believes in him, who can set him up for success, who can allow him to obviously, if he can't get the starting job outright, him competing for obviously the starting gig and the starting role and being able to play at a high level. We will find out, and obviously we will see what happens with Prentiss Air Noland. Remember, y'all, the January transfer portal window does not hit until January 2nd through the 16th. So it's going to be very, very busy. Again, these are guys that are expected to hit the portal. It's not officially open. But as soon as it opens, you can bet your hat that a lot of people are going to be committing to different schools and signing, obviously, over. And like I said, it's like a not transfer portal. It's like a free agency of the NFL, if you think about it. And some people feel like college football has become like the pro level a little bit. In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. But I do love every year that these kids have the chance. If it doesn't work out, they can obviously move on. But at the same time, I think you need more performance-based incentives. Just having kids, not just sign just to sign because you're a 4-star, 5-star, right? You got to be able to live up to it. You got to be able to hit certain benchmarks in different things in order to get that money. But yeah, man, y'all let me know. Where do y'all want Prentiss Air Noland to go? Or where should he end up? And remember, y'all, follow me for college football content. I got y'all.